You're watching Hot Rod Madness.
If you've ever been blinded by the chrome of a classic ride, felt the rumble of a big block motor, dreamed of building, owning, or driving a classic car, muscle car, or heart-pounding street machine, you've got it. Hot Rod Madness. At Hot Rod Madness, we believe every car has a story, whether it's a weekend cruiser or a trophy-winning classic. Here to bring you those stories is your host of Hot Rod Madness, Tim the Milkman and the Milkman's Baby, along with the Hot Rod Madness crew.
Russ, how are you, sir?
Great, great.
Feeling good right here?
Pretty good.
Downtown streets in Dallas?
In the shade.
Man, in the shade. That's the best place to be with a rat rod like this.
Well, thank you.
Wow, what a ride, dude. I'm looking at some pretty creative stuff on this rat rod, sir.
Yeah, I was born left-handed. I've been different my whole life.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, it's chopped 3 inches, and I got it channeled 4 inches, but the frame is Z'd. I got a custom frame. It's a 40 Ford Automobile Deluxe front end grill and hood.
Okay.
And a 40 Ford cab.
All right.
And 48 Ford bed.
Oh, did you build the frame yourself, Russ?
No, I didn't. A local hot rodder built the frame, and I was able to trade him out of it.
All right, cool. Nice, man.
Yeah, I got the gas tank and battery under the bed, so the bed is usable, unlike some of the rats.
Yeah, it's usually full. Yeah,
yeah, it's usually full of, I don't know.
They have to lower it, and then the bed is only about so deep, you know.
Right,
so
I kept it that way. I'm not really into rust that much, so I cut most of it off, but I left a little bit so I could call it a rat rod.
Yeah, you left it the rustic ride look.
Yeah, I got 4 coats of polyurethane over the rust to cover that up.
Clear-coated a rust rod, man.
Yeah, it's a rust rod. My name is Russ.
Russ. Okay, Russ.
But it's a good street rod, just sort of disguised as a rat rod.
And like I always say, sir, no better way to support them with the fat tires on the back of it.
Oh yeah, cool. Got to have fat tires.
Yes,
it's sort of like a bucket tee with a roof,
yes,
you know.
Sir. That's cool. Love it, man.
Yeah, it's got a 38 38 Ford sedan front seat in it and a 40 Ford Deluxe dash.
All right.
And I've got all working gauges, not in the dash, but they work.
Okay.
I'll get it.
Yeah, open that door. Let's check it out, Russ.
Yeah, it's got
where'd you get the seat, man?
Horse traded a guy out of it.
Okay.
And it's a stick shift, of course.
Yeah, of course. There's a stick on that shifter, ain't there?
Yeah. I got an old car tag, makes up the inside of the glove box.
Okay.
And I got plexiglass side windows in the doors. The doors don't shut good. You have to slam them, and I discovered that breaks glass.
Oh, that breaks glass, yeah.
Got rid of that.
Got the diamond plate floor going on here.
Yeah, a little bit. I'm partial to that stuff, and it cleans up real easy. You just wipe it out with a brush or something.
Man, I like it.
Well, thank you very much.
I'm loving it, man. This is cool. I love these
I'm having a good time with it.
Yeah, it's fun.
That's my roadkill trunk I've got in the back.
Yeah,
it's
I see
real cowhide there. And
you know, these things get probably the same or more attention than a $50,000 hot rod sitting here.
I have one that I don't drive because this gets more attention, and really that's what it's all about at these little show and shines.
Yes,
you want to show off a little bit.
You want to show off your creativity.
Right.
We love what you've done to it.
Well,
Russ.
thank you very much. I appreciate that.
Love it, man. Look. Now, Russ, I got to step a little closer to the engine. There's some stuff on this motor that I want to talk to you about.
All right, talk to me.
All right. Okay, folks. I'm looking at a Hemi. No.
It's a Hemi no.
It's a Hemi no, because that's a fake valve cover, ain't it, sir?
Well, it's a real valve cover. It's just it's a Chrysler firepower valve cover mounted over the stock Chevrolet valve covers. And I've got a Corvette headers with heaters covers on them, so I was able to attach it that way.
Okay, you.
And just it's just for fun to get the guys that think they know what they're doing to come up and say it's a Hemi.
Yeah.
I left a hole in the valve cover, and I tell them that I'm doing that dry test, to see how far it'll go without oil.
Okay.
But most of the parts are just leftovers and stuff.
Mm-hmm. All right.
But I'm loving it. I'm having fun.
Well, The reason we targeted you today, sir, because that's completely different. I've never seen anybody cover up a Chevrolet small block like that.
Well, you know, Chryslers are real popular right now.
Oh, yes, they are.
Especially the old ones. So I thought that was a lot of fun.
Yep.
I'm having a good time.
That's fun tricking people.
It's hard to explain the dipstick sticking out the side of the head.
The distributor's in the back.
Yeah. You know. Well, I've dismounted the motor backwards. So,
yeah, there you go.
That's all. Yeah.
Well, all right, Russ, I'm loving the Russ ride.
Great.
Thanks for showing it to us.
Thank you, sir.
Right, hey, Terry, how you doing, bud?
Just fine, young man. Just
all
fine.
Right,
just
sir.
Fine.
Man, you know, I advertise my show with one of these old trucks, and I cannot pass up an opportunity when I see a beautifully painted truck like this.
Thank you.
I got to stop and say, hey, Terry, I like your truck, dude.
Yeah, well, I've had it for about 27 years. I bought it when my son was born, and
really?
I wanted something to keep me home, so I figured, well, you know, a good hobby like this ought to keep a man at home. And, it did. Sir. It kept me home for 27 years, and it's been a labor of love. My son crawled up under with me, and there's some little boats under there that he stuck down that I just left under there because it was, you know, it was so special to me.
Okay, cool.
And the truck is just extremely special to me, just because it was, you know, the family thing.
Yeah, a father-son project, folks. And sounds like from the day his son was born, he's been working on this truck, and you can tell, man, it's beautifully put together.
Well, thank you.
Very nice. Now, what color red do you call that?
That's House of Colors, Blue Blood Red.
Wow, Blue Blood Red. It's very red, people. That's a beautiful color. Man, it stands out like you wouldn't believe. I don't know if that camera's doing it any justice, but standing here next to it, man, it's glow in the dark type stuff, folks.
It truly is.
Now, are you a local around here?
Yeah, I live in Smyrna.
Okay, I think I've seen the truck from a distance before, and when I saw it up close, man, oh, there it is, gotta get it. I'm glad you showing it to us, sir.
Well, I thank you. I thank y'all for interviewing and talking about my truck.
Oh, yeah, man.
I love it. Like I say, it's part of my family, you know.
Oh, yeah, you keep it that long, man, you can't sell it.
No, I can't sell it.
No way.
It ain't for sale.
All right.
Folks offer me good money for it, but it ain't going nowhere.
Right, that's cool. I would not sell it either. I ain't gonna sell mine either.
No, I love it.
Hey man, let's look at the interior for just a minute. Now, who did the interior in this thing?
Jimmy Calhoun, a friend of mine, did it.
Oh, I've heard that name before.
Yeah, he done all of it. Okay. I built the console.
Okay. Looks comfortable, man. What kind of seats are those?
Those are Lexus, I think.
Lexus bucket seats.
Lexus bucket seats.
And you handmade the console to go in there?
I handmade the console.
It fits well, sir.
Yes.
Automatic on the column, right?
Yes.
What kind of column did you use, man?
That is 89 Chevrolet.
Okay.
Yeah.
Out of a Silverado, maybe.
Yes.
All right. Looks great. Yeah, I bet it functions well too.
Yes. And this is the original engine that was in when I bought it. It's a 327. It's I've never rebuilt it or anything. It's ran for 27 years and still running good.
All right, 27 years, the motor's still going, right?
It was in it when I bought it. It still runs good.
Yeah, when you bought it, did it have that chrome intake on it?
No, it didn't look quite this good when I bought it.
And gotcha.
I gave $1,500 for this old truck when I bought it. It was just a farm truck. You know, so I've done all the body work on it, basically done everything to it.
Okay.
Except put the front end on it. Ray Barday did that for me.
Ooh, what kind of front end did you go with, man?
It's got a Mustang.
Mustang 2 front end, right? Okay. Love it, man. Beautiful. So you kept the factory type radiator in it?
I did. Now
does that cool pretty good?
It does well. It's got a 3,000 stall in it. So with the stall, it does well.
Yeah.
It's got a 513 lift cam in it.
Oh yeah, here's a leak.
It's a lick.
All right. I'll rod it up a bit. Okay. Nice, man. It's solid red. No chrome on this truck, folks.
No chrome. That was one of my things. You know, back when I built this, nobody wanted chrome because that's a chrome grill. I just blasted it and painted it, you know. So, and I shaved the hood. It used to be a two-piece hood. And got away with the door handles.
Yeah, there used to be a seam down the center of the hood.
Yes, and used to have a big old emblem up there and had the emblems here.
Okay.
I done away with basically all the chrome except the bumpers.
Nice, man. It looks like you Frenched the headlights in, too.
I did French the headlights, yeah. Back when I did that, there weren't very many people doing that style right there.
Okay.
You have to put them in from the back. They're a little aggravating.
Yeah, I see. You got to reach way
around there. You don't want to blow a headlight at night.
I see. Well, all right, Terry Stevens. That's a beautiful red. What year is it?
It's a 52.
Gotcha. 52.
52 Chevrolet.
All right. Well, I appreciate you showing it to us, Terry.
Right. Thank you, young man.
All right, sir.
Y'all have a good one.
Terry, how are you?
Good, how are you?
All right, I've seen you around at these cruise-ins quite often. You and your pretty little red pickup truck here. What year is that?
It's a 72.
A 72 Chevrolet. You know I'm a fan of the Chevrolet pickup trucks.
Yes.
I love them. I noticed you got the cow induction scoop on the hood.
Yes.
Some body modifications on this thing. It looks great. I saw you at the last show we were at. Man, I was like, man, it's a cool truck.
I love it.
And you own this truck, right?
I do.
Uh-huh. So
Valentine's Day.
yeah, this is a Valentine's Day gift.
Right.
From
my husband.
That guy sitting over there, right?
That guy.
What's his name?
Don.
Okay, Don gave this lady a pickup truck for Valentine's Day.
Right.
Being a red pickup truck. How sweet. Step on up here and let's look at the sweet motor you got in this thing. All right. Oh yeah, man, this motor's dressed up pretty good.
Yep.
Yeah, cool. Polished aluminum intake, the Edelbrock valve covers. Does the AC blow cold on it?
Yes, it does.
Ain't you glad?
Oh, yes.
Man.
I am. Especially this time of year.
Yes, you bet. Check out those inner fender wheels, would you? Now, those highly polished, or is that chrome or what?
That is chrome.
They are chrome.
Yes.
With my glasses on, I couldn't tell, but I'm looking at them a little closer. Those are chrome. Now, where would you get a set of chrome fender wheels? Like somebody took a lot of time.
They did.
And money and spent on this.
Yes. Yes.
I don't think I've seen a pair of chrome inner fender wheels lately.
I haven't either.
Wow.
This is the first time.
Oh yeah, looks good though.
Yeah, it does.
You see yourself really good in there. Do your
yeah.
makeup,
do my
in
makeup
it, or
in
whatever
it.
you want to do.
Yep,
That's
I do.
cool. All right. Excellent, man. It's good to see the ladies into the hobby. We appreciate you taking on a truck like this and keeping it up. That is awesome.
It's my favorite. My dad used to take me to the drag strip.
Yeah.
And I love fast cars,
Oh,
but
cool.
I love trucks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome. That is excellent. All right, let's look at the interior. What we got for interior in here? Oh, she's gonna open the door and let us see it. Oh, nice. Look at that, would you?
Got the Chevy emblems in it.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah, we'll let Dollar Bill catch up to us here. Yeah, you're gonna change some stuff in it.
We're gonna have the bezel changed out.
Yeah.
A few things we're gonna change inside.
All right.
On the inside.
Yeah, the lady is into her truck.
That's right. I am.
All right.
Yeah. No one else can drive it but me.
Really?
Yeah.
You won't let nobody drive it? Okay.
Not even.
He don't get to drive.
No.
I'm laughing at him over there. He's going, no, I can't drive it.
No.
Well, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Good. Something you own.
That's right, and
That
something
is
I
awesome.
enjoy.
I'm liking the bow ties embroidered into the seat.
I like those
That's
too.
a good idea.
Yeah, it is.
That looks cool. Well, all right, Sherry. Nice truck.
Thank you.
Love it. Wait, look. Man, the door's shut really good on
They
it.
do.
Yeah. 72
72.
Chevrolet pickup truck.
Yeah.
Well, all right, Sherry. Thanks for showing it to us. All right. All right, folks. I'm standing here with Ken Jones, and I targeted a Lark. Okay, Ken Jones, what is a Lark?
Lark was built by Studebaker.
Okay.
And they came out in '59.
Mm-hmm.
And their mission was to address the need of having a big car in a little car.
Wow.
So they had seen the success of Rambler, and so they took their '58 body and truncated it to shorten it. The body shell is actually the same size as their '58 was initially. So,
well,
you could sit 6 people in there.
I was going to say it does resemble a Rambler in a way.
Well, it's not a Rambler,
No,
but
of course not.
but the Studebaker was started in 1852 as a wagon, horse-drawn carriage wagon manufacturer.
Okay.
They were the only wagon manufacturer to cross over into automotive.
Wow.
And they continued to build cars through 1966.
Okay.
And when the corporation quit production of automobiles, they still existed. They had diversified in such a way that they no longer needed the automotive world. So you'll notice there's STP stickers on the breather caps. Well, that's because Studebaker owned STP.
Wow, okay.
And the supercharger started as a McCulloch supercharger, which later developed into Paxton superchargers, and Paxton was a Studebaker division as well.
Oh, so this is a factory supercharger.
This is well, not for this particular year.
Okay.
What I ended up doing was taking 1957-58 Golden Hawk supercharger and applying it to a 63-64 Avanti style engine. Now, Studebaker did put superchargers in Larks and Hawks from the Avani program, and I just did it earlier than they ever imagined. This is a 60 model, and in 63 and 64 they had those offerings.
Okay, so how much more, what do I want to say, boost would that supercharger give
well,
you for this engine?
the boost rating was 5 to 6 pounds.
Okay.
So it wasn't anything drastic. But what made this supercharger unique is that under this cap is a solenoid.
Okay.
So when you floor it,
Yeah.
the solenoid energizes and it causes the pulley to expand and then the belt to drop down, and so it spools up faster than a fixed pulley system.
Okay.
When
Yeah.
Paxton came out, from here on back, it's typical Paxton, it had a fixed pulley and they lost all this intricacy at the front end.
Nice.
So
man, very interesting.
So it's 200. It's a 289 cubic inch engine, but it's a Studebaker 289. When I tell people it's 289, they think, oh, that's Ford. Well, Ford did have a 289.
Yes, they did.
But the bore and stroke on this is totally different than the method that Ford used.
All right, man, I'm loving those valve covers. You see that $1 bill? Those valve covers
Well,
are just
those
outstanding.
those are
man.
reproduction.
Yeah.
The nice thing is people are nervous about Studebaker. They say, where do you get parts? Well, true, you can't go to a big house place like Year One and you find anything for Studebaker there. But the Studebaker people know where the source is, and the source is in South Bend, Indiana.
Okay.
When Studebaker quit automotive production, they shut down with all their parts. In fact, these are all NOS fenders and doors that I have on this car.
Okay.
Now, I'll admit the Hawk supply has been picked over because people prefer Hawks over Larks.
Yeah, they kind of do.
Yeah, the 53, 54 Lowy coupes that you see.
Yeah, I targeted this one because it is rare.
And
you don't see these everywhere.
well, in the Lark was the throwaway car, so they would cut them up for the Avanis and the Hawks.
Okay.
But since this car was initially sold new by my father at my grandfather's dealership in St. Petersburg, Florida,
Wow. Okay.
in '76 when I was looking for my first car,
Yeah.
I knew I wanted it to be a Studebaker.
Yeah.
And this was the 13th model Studebaker I looked at, and it met my criteria of being a two-door, but it was a flathead 6, and I always wanted a V8, so I knew one day I'll convert it. So in '99, I started the conversion process.
Yeah, I'm all eyeballing the body on this thing. The body lines are perfect, man. That's an original color, I guess.
Well, it was original to Studebaker in '60. Not to this car was originally a grayish blue, but I was looking for a little old lady look, and and this green was pukey enough to make it fit the bill.
It's not my favorite color, but I'm telling you folks, it looks good on this car. The body's like perfect. Did you do the body work on this?
I unbolted everything and bought a hobbyist media blaster and media blasted it at home, then primed it, and then I took the body panel pieces to a professional. They block sanded it and then they painted it, and I bolted it all back together.
You hear it, folks. This guy's a real deal, man. This guy's,
well, I treated
this good.
Treated this car as a full-size car model. I would build car models as a kid. I would always modify them. I never kept them stock.
Yep.
I let the professionals build the motor, but I then know how to do a wrench and tighten bolts and this and that. So I just bolted everything back together, and that's what I ended up with.
I want to see the interior, man. Now, did you leave this all stock as well in here? Is this?
The interior is
it looks brand new.
Is modified. Now these this upholstery is NOS 61 Lark. There's little Lark insignias within each of the of the material. I was trying to go for a bucket seat look in a bench seat car. So this car was originally a column shift automatic, but I did take the Avani bits and pieces and put it in this model, and the floor shift is Borg-Warner power shift, they called it. It was one of the first transmissions where you could actually hold a gear 1, 2, and 3. Wow. Sounds real common today, but at the time in '62 that was very progressive. So I went ahead and did that. So I converted it to a floor shift, And then Studebaker had a center-mounted glove compartment box, which I thought would look good to have gauges hanging off of it.
Man, I always love to see what people bring to these cruise-ins, man. There's no telling what we'll run into.
Well,
and now, what year you say this is?
This is a 1960 Studebaker Lark 6. They had a Lark 8, and for people at home who can remember how to read Roman numerals, I kept the 6-cylinder badging on it, but it really is an 8-cylinder car now. But since it started life as a 6-cylinder, I wanted to keep that part of it.
Well, all right, man. It's beautiful, Ken, and I appreciate you restoring it and keeping it that way, man.
Well, thank you.
We love folks like you, man.
Well,
this is awesome.
It's all family history, so that's why I've held on to it all these years.
Nice car. All right. Thanks for bringing it out.
Well,
Keith, how are you, buddy?
Good evening.
All right, sir. Man, I see this bug roll up and park beside my truck. I'm going, man, you know, I love these things. They're so cool when they're slammed on the ground, Keith. What year is this one?
This is a 63, 1963 Volkswagen Beetle.
If you're like me, I'm looking at these bugs going, man, the older the better. These things are so cool when you go way back with the body styles and all. And I even love the split window bugs. You know, remember those?
Yeah.
Those things are so cool.
Yeah, I really like those.
Love the body style. You know, it makes a big difference when you lower them. The body style just comes alive when you slam them, don't it?
It's kind of like an old 40s car with the big fat fenders and everything.
Oh, yeah, love fat fenders. You tell them my truck.
Oh, yeah.
Man.
It's all about the fat fenders.
How long have you had this one, man?
I've had this one almost 3 years.
3 years?
Yep.
So you've had some time to do some stuff to it, right?
Yeah, I've played around with it a little bit. It was, I did the white walls, I did painted the wheels, smoothies on it. The Safari windshield's mine. The louver deck lid is mine. A little bit of pinstriping on the deck lid's mine. I just kind of want to give it a little bit of a hot rod feel with a Volkswagen Beetle at the same time.
Oh yeah, that's cool.
So
love how that windshield opens up like that. That's your that's your AC.
That's the AC right there in the summertime, and that puts it on it too.
I bet. Blows straight through on your face like that. That's a lot of wind, ain't it?
Yeah, that's a lot of wind.
Woo. That's cool.
Now, it won't hold a hat on your head. You going down the road. Me and a buddy of mine put it in last year, and we took it to Cartersville.
Okay.
We opened it wide up. Well, actually, it wasn't even open as far as that, just about that far. And you couldn't hold it going down the 61, running about 60. It was blowing his hat off his head. He couldn't hold it, and then we had to. We don't really open it up that far until you really start slowing down the speeds around 45, because it's a lot of wind on you.
Yeah. I'd imagine so.
So
let's take a closer look at the interior in this thing, man. Love these things. They're so simple. And oh yeah, he did the burlap thing for the interior on the floor, the door panels. That is awesome, man. I'm loving it. And you got what in the front?
Coffee bean bags for the front kick panel up there. All that's done in burlap.
Gotcha. All right, now did you do the burlap yourself?
The carpet was already done. Me and my daughter did the door panels here recently.
Oh, cool.
It had some brick red door panels like what's on the back and everything, but recently they were kind of flapping, hanging off. We just want more of a cleaner look, so we did the burlap ourselves. So
wow,
that turned out really good.
That thing's just flat on the ground. Looks like the floorboard ain't but about that far off the ground.
It's low. It's low.
You can't go over too many speed bumps, can you?
Actually, I scrubbed on one back there a few minutes ago.
Okay. They don't really put these things on air ride or anything, so you're that low all the time.
All the time.
Wow. Does it ride good like that?
Yeah, it's a little bouncy, but no more than a lowered mini truck. Okay. I mean, you know, if the guys, we always back in the late '80s, early '90s, we all had the mini trucks, and they were kind of a little rough bouncing. It's no more than that. So it's a real fun car to play with, and
yeah, man.
Have a good time with the family. Love it.
Yeah. Well, that is awesome, dude. I appreciate you showing it to us, Keith.
Appreciate it.
All right, we'll look for you at our cruise in, right?
Okay.
All
yes,
right.
sir. Thank you.
Hey, Mr. Churchill, what's happening, buddy?
Nothing much.
All right. We caught up to you a few times before. Now I see you driving with some kind of food drive thing here for Hardy.
Yeah, we're doing a Helping Hands food drive for the kids with Helping Hands in Dallas.
Okay, this
Georgia.
is through Hardy Automotive
Hardy
Group?
Automotive Group,
cool. All right. No better vehicle to do a food drive out of than this thing, man.
Right.
This is Cameo pickup truck
58 model.
Wow, it's like a perfect truck, man.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Love the colors, the stripes in it, and you put your rails on it and do your advertising for your Hardy Automotive Group. Now, do you work for them there?
Yeah, I work for the Ford store.
Okay.
Yeah.
How long you been there, man?
About 2 years now.
2 years. Yeah. All right. Cool job, man. So, Where all do you distribute this food?
Well, for Helping Hands, we got one organization here in Dallas that distributes food to kids and needy kids and stuff.
Yeah.
And we just got up a food drive for them up here this weekend.
Okay, I understand. Well, all right, Jimmy. You have a good evening, sir. Thanks for showing the truck off, buddy. That is awesome, man. Love these old trucks.
Yeah.